Welcome back to Drawing with My Cats. Today we are drawing an absolutely beautiful marker painting while I tell a ghost story that happened to me when I was 12 years old. Let's draw together. The colors that you'll need for today's drawing are primrose, hot pink, pink, seafoam, and blue bolt. All right, I hope you guys are excited to draw along with us today. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Brent, and these are my drawing partners, Leo and Eli. They're having a treat over here today. If you guys have some markers and paper at home, feel free to draw along, or just relax and watch at home. Let's take a deep breath of fresh air and start this drawing together. So today, you guys, we're going to start with our seafoam marker. I love this color. Crayola calls it seafoam. You can get it in the 40 pack. We're going to start right in the middle of our paper, as we always do. We're going to swirl and spin. We're creating a greenish blue pom-pom, a beautiful pom-pom. Okay? And that's going to be paired in with another drawing that we do, our second drawing for this amazing marker pattern on 9 pages of paper that we do today. Just start in the middle and swirl out and spin. Good to see you guys again. I've missed our time together. 2 weeks is too long sometimes, isn't it? All right, let's keep going. You guys can see what's happening. Focus your attention down here so you guys can see okay. The candle, it kind of gets in the way sometimes. I'll try to move that a little bit, but we have a lot of things to look at on the table. I always try to make it kind of nice and decorative for you guys to enjoy the sights on the table. Just doing our seafoam, we're just going to keep swirling around. We're trying to creating a beautiful pom-pom, and it's going to be paired in with another drawing of like pink blossoms it's going to look pretty nice on this one, I think, you guys. I showed it to my wife Stephanie and she said, I love that. So we'll see how you guys think, what you guys think about it. So our light color green is done. You'll just have this kind of start of a pom-pom thing. Just do your best. We all make mistakes and it takes practice. I know I make it look easy sometimes, but you guys don't give up and just make sure you spin your paper and swirl out. Start back in the middle with your blue bolt. It's a pretty color. It's not quite blue. It's in between blue and like a lighter blue. We're going to start in the middle. We're going to do the same thing. Just kind of, you're going to go right in between those green swirls, maybe a little bit. You come back to the middle and just keep spinning your paper and making this beautiful blue and green pom-pom. You can see the cats are having a good time again over here. They love making these drawing videos with us, you guys. They love it. They get a treat every time, and that's what makes it awesome. You guys, we're almost done with this drawing. I'll be telling a story today that I haven't shared much about how I feel about spirituality, and I had an experience happen when I was a kid that was just hair-raising, and I want to share it with you guys. So the second drawing, which we're about to do, I'll tell you this hair-raising experience of the spiritual kind. All right, so this is our first one. We finished off this beautiful blue and green pom-pom. I have another example off to the side, just kind of show you. It's about the same. You guys just practice. They always look different. All right, so we're starting our second drawing. You want to start right up in the corner. We're going to do 3 pink blossoms. So you want to go find a spot and swirl out again, and just keep working your way out. Make nice short little petals, like flower petals, loops. We'll keep working our way out with our pink marker, just like that. I'll show you guys what it looks like. We're going to do 3 of these today, like that. Okay. We're going to turn them into something else, though, that looks cool. I'm going to tell this story, and you guys feel free to relax or draw along as I go. I hope you're enjoying this time together and relaxing. I hope you're finding healing and peace in these videos. All right, so let me finish. Let me go on to our next blossom, and I'll tell the story. So, you guys remember those school field trips you did in elementary or high school? You'd get on, everybody would pack in the bus, usually near the end of the school year, and you get to go on this amazing field trip. Well, we had one that I'll never forget, really. It wasn't so much about the field trip, but it was about what happened to me at the field trip. I was in, I think, 5th or 6th grade in Colorado, where I grew up. And our field trip that day was to the Denver Symphony. Can you imagine your music class getting to go on a bus downtown Denver, Colorado to the Denver Symphony in the auditorium? I was along for the ride. I wish I could do that now as an adult, because I just don't know if I had that level of appreciation when I was a kid, but I really did like music. So we went, and my buddy, of course, you know, as kids, you're like, man, let's sit at the very top. Let's sit way up as high as we can go. And the teacher didn't seem to mind. So she said, you guys go ahead. You can go sit wherever you want. So my buddies and I, we decided to go to the very top of the Symphony Coliseum in Denver, Colorado. And I'm telling you guys, I may have been, when you're young, everything's big. You remember how big everything was when you were young? I wish I could go back to that sometimes, because everything was such a wonderful surprise. And so we were up there, and honestly, you guys, we're looking down, and you can just barely see the musicians down in the bottom, the violinists and the celloists and the conductor, and you could just barely see them down there. That's how high in the rafters we were. And, okay, so let me finish your pink blossom swirls, and then you want to take a primrose marker and draw in from the outside to the middle like this. Look, you guys see down here? I'm going to finish telling this story as we swirl in. So we're up in the top of the very top of this Coliseum watching the symphony. I'm just enjoying it, just staying quiet, listening to the music, watching the people way down below. And we are the only ones at that top part. And I look over at my friend next to me, and he's right next to me, and his arms are all red, and he's just shaking and red, and I hadn't noticed it. I don't know how long he'd been this way. And I was like, what? And I looked over at his face, and I'm not kidding you guys. You know, I know people get emotional from symphonies and music and all that, and that may have stirred his heart a little bit, but this kid was convulsively crying, staring straight into the top of the rafters, not at the musicians. He was staring right in the rafter, the ceiling, industrial ceiling girders that were up there. I mean, that's how high we were. And I shook him a little bit because he was my friend. I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? Why are you crying? Your skin's all red. You're really scaring me. And he couldn't talk. He was just going, oh, like this. And he said all he could get out was, it's my grandma. It's my grandma. Okay, I'm starting to get chills right now telling this story. And I don't know about you guys. I'm not trying to freak you out or anything, but this kid was seeing his spirit of his grandmother up in those rafters up there. And I believe it, because he was gone. I mean, he was crying and convulsive and saying, she's up there, and wave at her and this and that. And he was just, it was like maybe the first time he'd ever had something so spiritual happen in his life. But it freaked me out, man. I was so scared. I was just, I stayed with him because he was my friend. But believe me, I never forgot that to this day. And honestly, glad it was him seeing that rather than me. I feel bad for him, but I think if I saw that, I was so sensitive back then from some of the things I've dealt with when I was a child that I don't know if that would have just given me a heart attack or something. But I just want you guys to know I haven't shared this my thoughts on spirituality much on this channel, but I am a complete 100% believer. I believe that we could be in here right now, and maybe my father and my grandpa are sitting here. I don't know. I can't see them. And I believe in all that. And I think that our life is too short. Let me. The background is just little brush strokes with a hot pink marker. Take your hot pink marker and just go like that. Just start putting brush strokes on there. And just slowly start to fill your drawing in with brush strokes, just like this. 1, 2. You put as many on there as you want. Go in any direction you feel. It's so relaxing and peaceful to do a drawing like this. And it sure is beautiful. Wait till you guys see this drawing put together on 9 pages of paper. But I don't know if you guys have seen like Long Island Medium or Tyler Henry. Just blows me away. Honestly, feel like I could be best friends with Tyler Henry. I don't know about you guys, but he's such a sensitive, kind, caring soul that goes and just reconnects people with their lost loved ones, and it confirms the spiritual world. It really does, and I believe in it. We're spirit. I believe we're spirit. Our lives are too short. You think about it, that's another thing. A lot of people lately, and this channel's about positivity and healing and love and life, but a lot of young people have been passing away lately that I know, that are in their 50s, and you guys try your best. Some of you younger guys that are younger people that are, and ladies that are living life in your 30s and stuff, try to start eating well and try not to be your own worst enemy, because that catches up to you as an adult. So try to eat well and try to live a good life when you're young so that you don't pay for it later on in life. That's my old man advice. But anyway, yeah, I really believe in the spirit, and I hope some of you guys do too. I really think that our lives are too short. I mean, this coffee cup will still be here after I'm long gone. And I'm thinking, if we're the most intellectual, caring, loving beings, but our lives are short for a reason, I think, and you can't. There's a lot of people, for as much peace as you have in your life, your neighbor or someone down the road is suffering badly, and it's good that we don't have to suffer our mortality so long, I think, sometimes, because I think the spiritual world's going to be wonderful. I told my dad, one of the last things I said to my dad, who recently passed of illness, he died in February, and I told him, I said, Dad, I'll meet you on the beach. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the white sandy beaches in Anguilla or Bora Bora. There's this beautiful aquamarine water and these sandy beaches with these palm trees. And I told my dad that's where I'll see him next. So anyway, that sounds like heaven to me, right? I hope it does to you guys too. We finished our second drawing, this beautiful pink blossoms. And our first drawing, this awesome blue and green pom-pom. I'm going to put these two amazing drawings together in time-lapse right now. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I have something special to say when I come back. Check it out. Wasn't that beautiful? I just love that color combination. I hope you guys liked it too. Again, the video used to come to an end at this point, but I have a special surprise for you guys. A lot of you guys really enjoyed the recipe that we made on a couple episodes ago, and today I'm going to do a 4-ingredient, my favorite dessert recipe of all time, using only 4 ingredients. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you here in a minute. We'll do a little cooking. Check it out. So speaking of eternal life, I hope there's cheesecake in heaven. That's what we're making today, you guys. We're going to start with 2 warmed up blocks of cream cheese. There's only 4 ingredients. This is the first one. Let's put our 2 blocks of cream cheese in there. It's also no bake. You don't even have to cook this. You just chill it. Put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is the key right here to this whole thing, you guys. This is like a key lime deal. Make sure you have a couple limes, okay? This is the juice of 2 limes. Makes this whole thing taste amazing. So we have our 2 blocks of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, the juice of 2 limes, and then finally just a can of condensed milk, and just pour that in there. You guys, I'm gonna do an overhead view so you guys can watch this amazing cheesecake get mixed together, all right? I think it's gonna be awesome, and then we'll chill this and try a bite. Check it out. All right, I hope you all are ready to mix up this creamy deliciousness. Let's get started. It kind of starts off thick at first, but as it mixes, it gets really smooth and creamy. Look at that coming together, you guys. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Let's turn up the speed a little bit. Full speed ahead on your mixer and just keep mixing. Thought you guys might want to see this beautiful recipe go into this bowl. This is all you do, just use it'll just come out nice and smoothly. Just kind of scrape the edges and get it in your bowl, and then you're gonna put it in the refrigerator or the freezer for a couple hours. All right, everybody, here's what this delicious cheesecake looks like once you've poured it in your pan. We're gonna chill this for a couple hours, and I'll see you guys back here and then, and we'll try a bite of it. Okay, everybody, I just got our cheesecake out of the freezer. It was in there for a couple hours. It's just setting up really nice. I did mine as a crust-free cheesecake. You guys, if you have a pre-made graham cracker pie crust, you can just pour it into that and make one with a pie crust. But we did ours crust-free because we have some fresh Michigan blueberries. We're gonna pour these over the top of this now and try a bite. Let's try this. We just got these blueberries and I just kind of smashed them up. Look at that. I think not having the crust on there would just it'll make the blueberries more flavorful with the cheesecake. Let's try a bite now and see how this tastes. I think you guys are really gonna love this if you try it at home. It's nice and it's just the right consistency, right thickness. Here's what it looks like. I just kind of cut into that. If you guys can see it up close. Yeah. All right, let's try this. I did say something about heaven earlier, right? I think I just died and went to heaven. So good. It's just amazing. You guys, so easy too. So just get 4 ingredients. You guys know what they are. And I hope you enjoyed this whole video today, everybody. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Love and peace. And now it's time to thank our channel members. April, Marcy, Vanessa, Cheryl, Amira, Deanna, Karen, and Little Red Capone. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and the artwork. If you guys are interested in becoming a member, supporting the channel, and getting your name shouted out at the end of our videos, feel free to become a member.